Good morning and welcome back to Diving Deep into Eberron here on Gaming with ADHD, where today I am extremely lucky to be joined not only by Seraphis, but we've got a whole crew here where we're going to do a one-shot where we get to explore a little bit of Eberron and give you all a taste of what we have been talking about for the last 5 months. Holy crap, that has taken us forever. Seriously, Seraphis, you need to read faster. Stop getting tripped up on
5 months. I did not think it was 5 months. I thought you were exaggerating.
Nope. This is episode 19. If we're doing one a week, that alone is right about 5 months, and there were 2 weeks where we didn't do anything. Yes, it's been that long. Anyways, so real quick, folks, we're going to go around the circle. We're going to have everybody introduce themselves and what character they're going to be playing. Seraphis, lead us off.
I'm going to GM and kill you all.
I approve this.
Brian first. With a vengeance.
Justified. And next to Seraphis, we've got...
I'm Ethan. I'm Brian's son. I'm playing a changeling rogue.
Okay. Then down below Ethan, we have...
I'm T and Tori. I'm playing Sheila pre-crowification for those in the know. And I am an elf ranger.
Okay. And finally...
Malachi, I'm going to be playing Bryce the Shifter, a long-tooth shifter barbarian who's ready to smash things up.
Fantastic. And I am going to play Tester, the Warforged wizard. So, before we get into this, everybody, do make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Try to put out a few videos each week covering all sorts of tabletop gaming content. Sometimes we do live streams, deep diving into different rule sets, and, all around just fun YouTube-y gaming stuff. And, so there's that. All right. So our GM today, as stated, is going to be Seraphis. So, Seraphis, I guess, lead us off.
All right. I will start with a few points. That this is not the adventure verbatim that's in the book. Mainly, I've cut out parts that is basically fluff that will fill the adventure. That only, it's only useful if we're going to continue playing, basically. I will explain after the game, but basically, yeah. The whole section, just cut it out. It didn't need to be there. Second of all, I am not a rules as written person. So, and Eberron was not designed as rules as written. It was designed quite clearly for the rule of cool. Hence why you will have action points. So, remember that. You can do cool shit with action points.
And real quick, to refresh us, how do action points work?
I don't know. You've got the book.
Okay.
I have the book.
Do you have the
right one? Hopefully.
Well, you have the player's handbook, but the player's handbook doesn't have the rules for the action points in it. Because that's in the Eberron. No, Ethan. Well,
too late.
We lost Ethan.
D&D too.
It might be in the Dungeon Master's Guide, but I'm going off of
action points were first in either the Rules Compendium or Unearthed Arcana.
I think
for 3.5. It's one of those ones.
So he comes back.
No, he comes back with the dungeon.
Just no one tell him.
Now I have the book.
Well, you have the Dungeon Master's Guide. You don't have the Eberron campaign setting. Don't go anywhere. It's not that big a deal, kid.
Now I wonder.
Yep, Unearthed Arcana.
All right. So here's the deal. We have 5 action points, okay? Because we're all first level. So, anytime while we're playing, you can say, I'm going to spend an action point, and you get to add the roll of a d6 to your d20 roll. Okay? So if you're making an attack roll, if you're making a save, whatever, and you feel you need like a little bit of an extra boost, you can spend an action point and get to roll a d6. In addition, if you have any class features, you can spend 2 action points to use your class feature a second time. And if you are dying, you can spend an action point to stabilize so that you don't die. Okay, so that's what you can do with action points.
And did you say how they recharge? If they
You
recharge?
gain a level.
When you go up a level. So for this, don't worry about it. Feel free to burn your action points and go nuts.
Go out in the
I will
blazing
say
sword.
for the sake of the adventure as well, I will allow them to be regenerated after a long rest as well.
Okay.
Ugh, look at you, already house ruling stuff.
Yes, that's what I do.
As it should be. As it should be. As it should be.
Trying to break the game.
I'm the GM. That's what I'm allowed to do. And as previously stated, we are not playing rules as written.
Okay.
It's all good. We're here. So what else do we need to clarify before we get started?
Oh, well, we're playing in Eberron. So if you've seen our previous dives, you might know about the setting. If you haven't, basically, we're going to be starting out in the equivalent of, I want to potentially say New York City. Basically, one of the most metropolis cities on the planet, or the single most metropolis city on the planet. If you know Fifth Element, the movie, this is basically like any scene from like the city on Earth, the mega city of Earth. So yeah, it's just towers, walkways connecting them, terraces. It's all of that. So yep,
Okay.
I think that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be enough to get started.
Yep. All right. God, try not to swear as well, but just know there's a lot of swearing going on in my head.
Don't think about it so hard, Seraphis. We're here to have some fun and just
Yeah.
let people get a feel for what an Eberron game would be like. That's literally what we're going for.
All right. In that case, I will share into the chat the first image that you guys will need to know about. Because, of course, there's a bunch of images that you will need to know.
Oh,
Okay.
Matt.
Oh,
All right.
All right. Narration begins. Get used to this.
God.
All right. Curtains of water fall from the sky as you traverse the labyrinthine walkways of Sharn. The stone and wooden paths wind around and between the towers and spires high above the ground, forming a complex latticework that can be very confusing on evenings such as this. The rain falls hard, running off higher walkways and balconies in drenching waves, making it difficult to see much more than a few feet ahead of you. The distant glow of Everlight lanterns, barely visible in the soaking gloom, does little to light the paths on this warm, wet evening. Now, if you were able to see the map, you are all at point A.
Okay.
If you would like, if any of you, all of you, want to give me a DC, there. If you'd like to give me a spot check, I have to remember how to do that.
There we
Uh,
19.
go. Oh boy.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. All right. This is
18.
embarrassing. But
I got an 18. I'm trying to see if I have a bonus, but I'm not finding it. So for now, I have an 18. Oh, that's right. Spot's a skill.
Yeah.
yes.
It's a wisdom
Okay.
based skill.
old school spot check.
I'm just going to say this right now.
Oh my goodness.
Tori,
What?
what did you get?
I rolled a 2.
You see your shoes.
I am not very good at this whole elf ranger thing.
You see right in front of you.
Tori,
My-
You did not see the railing around the walkway.
You didn't see the railing around the railing.
Now, I do get a +7,
yes,
To my
yes,
spot.
you do.
but I rolled. I only got a 9 total. So
Tori. Basically, none of the rest of them have a bonus like what you do to spot checks and things like that.
but I
I
know.
specifically wanted someone to be playing the ranger because I knew how high that check would be and how common checks like that are going to be. If you're going to screw me up and just do this, I mean, why? Why?
I was going to say, and clearly, how not good it is at it is.
I mean,
at it
if
she
you
is.
if you have interference rolls, I panicked because I realized my dice weren't near. I had to run down the hall, grab the dice, run back, and I grabbed it, pulled it out, and chucked it on my desk to get that roll. So
Tori,
Dang it,
for
Sheila!
humor, Tori, for shits and giggles, make another roll.
okay, I'll use my white dice this time. I got a nat 20, no joke.
There we go.
That's why I picked the white dice.
That's gonna be good. I think.
All right. Wow. Okay. Well, look, I'll give you all the win for that because the DC was 18, and aside from someone panic rolling, that result is kind of perfect for the outcome. So, quite frankly, we're going to go with the positive on this one. So, you all get to hear this. You spot a figure in a dark cloak moving quietly through the rain on the sky bridge ahead. It seems to be avoiding the dim pools of light cast by the Everlight lanterns, preferring to stay in the shadows. Lightning flashes, and you see a shape on the stone floor of the bridge in the brief illumination. The figure quickly reaches the railing of the sky bridge, then slips over the barrier and disappears into the darkness and the rain. So, what would you like to do?
And you said that the whole party knows about that?
The whole party has made that spot check, so you all saw that.
He went off the railing.
So, where the Everlight lanterns are,
Yeah.
all that space, like where it says Everlight lanterns, where it's got the compass, all that is basically empty space
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
So
So,
he just descended. I'm going to kind of rush over, look over, and I'm but specifically, I'm not looking for him or his body or its body. I'm looking for a getaway vehicle of some kind.
All right.
Because I'm assuming that he jumped into something and something's taking off, and I want to see if I can spot him like in it or something.
Are you looking over the south side of the bridge near the body or the north side?
Not knowing that there's a body there, I'm just gonna look over the
Oh,
south.
you made out the body. The check.
Oh, okay.
Makes out the body.
I that's okay. I can leave that to my pals. I'm gonna check over the south side just because that's what's closest. Like I'm just gonna beeline to like the closest spot of railing where I can get a reasonable view.
Yeah. So yeah, he did jump over from the left side. So as far as you know, from the left side, he leaped over the edge. From what you can see, you don't make out that there's any vehicles that seem like they were out of place. There's no sky coaches that's suddenly tearing away. There's just the usual kind of traffic.
Is this like course, like I can see all the way down, it's clear, there's not, or is it like foggy?
I mean, it's basically torrential rain, so it's visibility is kind of the equivalent of that.
All right, well, I'll turn around after that and I'll see either to the dead body and or see what my friends are doing.
Yep. What the rest of you doing? Tester.
I'm going to approach the body and just like, well, I don't know that I'm assuming I don't know it's dead, or is it clearly dead?
I will say that given everyone clearly made the spot 18, you would have noticed that the character, that the dark figure had a shimmer of something that retracted into their cloak. It's a pretty safe bet that whoever's on the ground, there's pools of blood being
washed away by the rain.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go up, try and shake the body. It's like, oh, are you okay? I'm assuming no reaction. So
pretty much there's no reaction.
All right. What am I looking at? What is the body?
So the individual is a elderly human in, you'd probably say, scholarly robes. But yeah, that's all you can make out for the initial check. Ethan, what are you doing?
I want to go up to the body and just like memorize it. So like memorize their face shape, memorize just pretty much everything about them.
All right. I have a feeling I know what you're getting up to, and I love every single thing about it. Malachi.
Yeah, I would have gone over with Brian. With him shaking it, I would have kind of poked him with my bow. See if he would move or anything.
So there's no reaction from the individual. As I said, you can make out it's a elderly human male. The robes are kind of scholarly. They're fine work, but you can see that there's several puncture wounds into them. That's where the blood is spilled out from. However, before you get a chance, where are we? Sorry, got to scroll down to the next part. Before you get a chance to properly do any further examination, where are we? Could you all give me a listen check, please?
18.
I'm a little better at that.
I pulled a Tory. I got a 2.
20.
Natural 20?
No, 15 plus my bonus.
Okay.
I have a 9 total.
Okay.
Actually rolled a 2.
You came back and did not want to be ignored.
Oh, that's good.
That makes pulling a Tori even funnier.
I'm tempted to go get my dice tower now. I'm feeling a little betrayed.
All right. So, Ethan and Malachi, as you are looking at the body, you both hear through the rain a sound from the northern side of the railing. You look over just in time to see the cloaked figure has clearly climbed around the bottom of the bridge, come up the other side, and is now preparing to attack you. You get one action before we go to initiative.
I would like to transform into whoever the dead body was.
I had a feeling. Yep. You can do that.
25.
Let me just double check something. Yes, so you've pretty much transformed into a convincing version of the man that is currently on the ground.
Cool.
As long as you can keep in front of him so that he can't be properly seen, the assailant will be convinced that you are him.
Okay.
Malachi?
Where's he at?
So the rightmost upper Everlight lantern is where he's basically come up.
Okay.
So basically flanking you all.
Alrighty. Cool. Gonna get out my sword and move over and attack.
Okay.
$13.
That is a miss.
Figured.
AC 15.
Spoiler
All right.
alert.
Exactly.
Spoiler alert telling us the armor class. I'm just teasing. I don't care.
Hey, look. My GM is more than happy to tell us the armor class from a first attack, so I'm more than happy to do the same thing. So,
Okay.
Okay.
all right. So, do we want to go initiative now, please?
18.
Oh.
Good Lord.
I got a 1.
I don't feel so bad now.
No, someone did roll lower than me. Yay!
What, did you get another 2?
No,
I did.
Lame.
I actually rolled a 5 this time. That's actually an 8 total, and I am gonna go get my dice tower.
4.
Oh, wow.
I think that's a good idea.
Oh, Jesus.
Do I have a higher initiative than the bad guy?
Considering I just rolled a complete and utter piece of shit, yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to... I have a feeling I'm just gonna magic missile the guy.
Firebolt. Oh wait, there's a firebolt.
No.
Lame.
Ray of Enfeeblement.
You're right. Eldritch Blast.
When in doubt, fireball it out.
Yeah.
I did
That's
say.
not
I
till
did
level
ask.
3.
I didn't ask how big the room is. I said.
You want to remind me what that does again?
Ray of Enfeeblement.
Mm-hmm.
Subject takes a penalty to strength equal to 1d6 plus 1 per 2 caster levels. Okay, that is worded horribly, but basically they take a strength penalty of 1d6 plus 1.
All right. Want to roll that for me?
No, he wouldn't.
Do I just roll it as an attack? It's a ray.
Oh yeah, so that's a touch armor class. So yeah, just do a normal attack and let me know the result.
I do not like the sound of that.
2.
Do you need to borrow some of my dice so that you don't pull another Tory?
Maybe. I mean, with my okay, I guess it could be a 4, but
It's not any better.
Just so you know, touch armor class is basically the equivalent of like your base defensive bonus. All right.
Right.
It is the absolute minimum. Normally, no one should have had a problem with getting that.
I mean,
But apparently,
all right. Well, again, it's fine. Go for it. Don't worry about it. We're supposed to have bad things happen. It's okay.
Tori, you're next. What are you doing?
So he's standing over by that one light.
Yep.
And I'm still going to be learning names and stuff, but so Malachi's character went over and meleeed him, right? And somebody else did.
I tried to zap him.
Oh, okay. Basically, I want to have. Where is he on the railing? I'll shove him off.
No, he's it would be just like that spot there. Yeah.
I may not be in the best build to do such, but like Tori the person wants to try to kind of like karate kick him off the railing.
So
if that's a bad idea, someone tell me, because that's totally.
We can't interrogate him as to why he killed the guy if we kick him off the bridge.
All right.
No, he doesn't know that because I'm the guy.
I'm going to jump on the other side of him then, and then I'm going to use, I have point blank shot, so I get a bonus if I shoot something with my bow within 30 feet. So I'm going to basically flank him from where Malachi was as best I can, as close as I can.
Yep.
And then I'll just go ahead and just shoot him. And since we're in 3.5, is there called shots?
I believe that's a feat.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Everything's
so-
a feat.
So I actually rolled oh my gosh. I got a 9. Rolled a 5 again. Sad day.
So clearly this guy is terrified of us.
He has to be.
So Tori, your arrow just like
Whizzes past.
wildly goes off into the rainstorm and who knows where below. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Did you not see the sign saying "Don't throw things from the bridge"? Come on, Tori. Or Sheila, sorry.
I think I heard somebody I think I heard somebody yell, "Ow, my leg!"
Yeah, down below. You just hear like a "hey," then like expletives.
I mean, I can cover the expletives.
Surface has it covered.
All right. So the cloaked figure is going to make an attack against Ethan, considering that he looks like he's the individual he just attacked.
Is there any way I can dodge?
No, that's what your armor class is for.
Yeah, that's what your armor class is for. So does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
AC is 13.
You take 8 points of damage.
You take 6 points of damage from a battle axe that the individual has just revealed from their cloak.
Douche.
Yeah, really.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a very sneaky like.
In his defense, we had 4 opportunities to hit him.
Yeah, it's not my fault. It's their fault.
All right. Malachi, what you doing?
Gonna swing again. 19.
Oh man. Can you share some of that good luck our way?
Maybe.
Just...
Confirming? Nope, it's a 5. 8.
All right.
Oh, confirm crits. That's right.
Dude.
Wait, did you say you did 8 points of damage?
No. I was
No?
trying. I confirmed my critical. I crit on
Oh.
a 1920 on my greatsword.
Oh, yep.
5, 10, 13.
Yeah, karma sucks.
Flat.
All right. Actually, yeah, Ethan, make your turn.
Does he like have any different facial expressions or like anything that?
With
That's
the
nice.
last attack that the cloaked figure just received, you can now see that the individual is a warforged.
Okay.
And with that last attack, it appears that while they don't have an expression on their face, it does appear as if let's call it a subsystem has activated, and they have appeared to slightly bulk
Okay.
inside.
So I'm gonna attack with my rapier. 11 doesn't hit. So
No, 11 won't hit.
yeah, great.
Malachi, mute your mic. Does he look surprised that Ethan seems to look like the guy he just killed?
Well, the individual would look surprised if they were capable of facial expressions. But as they have now been revealed to be a warforged, they have no facial expressions of that kind of determination. But they were
Did they have
previously focused, but they aren't focused on the individual anymore, on the changeling anymore.
Okay.
I'll cut to the chase. They've basically gone into a rage.
Do they have RGB lighting? Does it turn red?
Okay, so it's a Terminator at the end of any Terminator movie.
Yes, it's gone full Terminator. Yeah.
I mean, because the only other thing I was picturing for I don't know what reason was the dead mouse head, with the X's over the eyes. So
I've got no idea.
okay, that's
I've
fine.
only seen him like a couple times. But
Yeah, it's just Mickey Mouse with X's over his eyes.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And a big smile.
Yeah. See, Ethan knows what's up.
Good.
He gets me.
All right, that would be the end of round 1. At the beginning of round 2, you can now hear that there's yelling and screaming, or yelling and carrying on, coming out from towers around you and houses and stuff that's around you. with people calling out, "Hey, stop that!" and "Call the watch." So, yes, what would you like to do? Go.
I'm gonna magic missile the guy. Because I mean, after Malachi's hit, shouldn't be that hard to drop him. Magic missile is just an automatic hit, right?
Yes.
Yes, you just need to roll the damage.
3.
Is there only one magic missile?
I'm only level 1.
Oh.
I thought you at least had like 2. Maybe that's 5e. Who knows?
Every 2 caster levels beyond first. So 3rd, 5th, 7th, etc.
And you only start with 1 dart?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so you did 3 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay. With that, the Warforged falls to the ground, disabled.
Do they make
Or-
like a power off sound? You know how
No.
MacBooks go bwom? Does it have the inverse of that?
Again, not 5e, it's 3.5. The setting's more serious than that.
I'm just
So
having
light?
fun with it.
Yeah, I still go
Relatively
dark.
speaking.
Okay, so he's done and disabled. Are we out? Are we still in initiative order?
No, you are not.
Can I do a couple things?
Are you gonna roll 2s?
Are you getting...
Well, the apple
Quick-
doesn't fall far from the tree, does it?
quick glance. Are there watch coming? Like just quick, like side eye.
You don't see anything, anyone coming. No.
Okay, I just wanted to check. That's not what I wanted to do, but I just wanted to check. But I want to go look at the body and see if there is an insignia on his robes, and basically pat him down for identification.
All right.
Again, if I try to do something that's and the party needs to tell me to back off, feel free to do that, because I get lost in my own little world. I'll just do what I
I'm
want.
just trying to find. I think it's a DC 10. I don't have it on my notes.
Oh well, I'm really
not
screwed
scrolling
then.
all the way back up. I'd say give me a DC 10 spot check. Search check. That one.
Search, not spot. Okay.
Search.
And it's listen that I get the extra bonus to. When you put this together, did you put the racial bonus into listen? Like, did it calculate that, or do I need to add that?
It should already be in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it should
Alright.
already be in there. Those are pre-gen ones from WotC, so.
Search.
Oh, it is.
We
what?
assume it's correct.
I got an 11.
Only needed a 10. All right.
Oh,
so
that's right. Okay. Phew. Oh.
with that, as you're searching and patting him over, a few points of interest to note is that he is very, very dead. Puncture wounds through his back and into his torso, clearly deep enough that his spine has been severed and that he's got internals on the outside, which is never a good thing.
He got Sasso Credo.
Oh, he did. Very much so. Assassino, very much. You do find in his shirt pocket his identification papers. Opening that up and looking, you can see that his name is Bonnell Geldum. His occupation is a scholar at the Moorgrave University. His position there is provost. And his expertise is the School of Pre-Galifar Studies at the Moorgrave University.
Okay. Do I have to worry about the papers getting wet in the rain? I'm like trying to make sure. I
No,
don't want the papers
identification papers are usually enforced
Protected.
with the equivalent of like a mage armor type thing. They're quite resilient.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm not familiar with any of that, but it seems important, so I'm gonna like tuck those away.
I mean, you can give me a history check.
Okay.
Knowledge history.
Where are you? Engineering, geography, nature. Oh, I don't think I have history. So is it just a wisdom check or a?
Yep.
int-
Hold on.
Knowledge check. So just an
Knowledge is intelligence, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I just get a +1. I got an 18.
I see you're pulling at me then.
I rolled a 17 that time.
So you're aware that the Morgrave University is one of Shan's most acclaimed universities of study of arcane and history and all elements. They're one of the more focused establishments. However, with the 18, I will say that you do know that they are also kind of known for being a little bit dodgy. Let's just say that sometimes expeditions to Zendrick, often relics that probably would have been stopped by customs, turn up at the Morgrave University. However, that's just kind of background info for the sake of for the current information for the story. It's mainly that it's one of the leading universities in Corvair and is headquarters here in Shan.
So presumably, he may have been important, someone important, or he was studying something that someone didn't want studied. He uncovered some truth people don't want discovered. What's the rest of my party doing?
What are the rest of you doing?
So, where do the noises seem to be coming from? Like, are they like the people calling the watch? Is it like up in this area, more coming from over here, or
Both.
just kind of everywhere? Okay.
Yeah.
Do I see is the watch coming yet, or do we still have a little bit of time?
You've basically got the equivalent of about 3 rounds.
Okay.
Are you actively looking around though?
Yes.
Give me a spot check then.
11.
I will say while you're trying to look around, you notice that the body of the Warforged appears to be missing something on its chest now.
Oh. Okay. I know what this is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because you and I both know what it is. As a Warforged, would I know what it is?
Give me what would that be? Give me a knowledge. Just give me a straight knowledge check.
19.
Oh yeah. So you realize that, considering that there's now a missing element directly from the middle of the chest, this Warforged probably had a final messenger that zipped off as soon as you guys stopped looking at it.
Okay, so all right. I would like I noticed that. I would like to look around, see if I can see anything, or is it too rainy?
It is definitely too rainy. You would have lost sight of it within about 20 feet of rain, and as we know, these things can fly at 60 to 80 feet. So
okay, so I am not catching the golden snitch.
No.
Okay.
Question.
All right.
Yep.
Is this one of those where information that is learned is kind of sort of available? Are we assuming that everybody's putting this out? Or is this one of those where we all have to role play our characters telling the information to the other characters?
I will say that if someone wants to say that they relay the information to the rest of the party, then you can just say that so that everyone else knows what is going on.
Okay. But it does need to be done. So until I say something, nobody knows what I saw in that paper. And until he says something, nobody knows what's going on with the Warforged, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. At which point I was literally just about to say, hey guys,
Sorry?
no, you're fine. Tori, I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm just like, you jumped in and you didn't give me a chance to be like, hey guys, this Warforged was communicating with somebody. He had a final messenger and it just left. So somebody's going to be warned about what just happened here. And somebody that's probably not the Watch.
Can I do a knowledge because I learned about the place, the university? Is there a knowledge where I might know who doesn't like? Do they have a rival? Is this the Packers and the Vikings? Is there like a rival university?
I mean, there is a rival. There's several.
Is it
rivals.
like everybody is on their own team and everybody doesn't like everybody type?
No, this isn't like, for example, this is not like the Death Eaters attacking like other magic schools or things like that. The other universities, the University of Kornberg, for example, they don't send out assassins to like take out Morgrove University scholars,
okay.
and vice versa. Like,
and that's something Sheila would know.
Yeah, that's
okay.
pretty common. Like,
okay,
they don't kind of go assassinating each other. At most, they might like, destroy someone's notes so that they have a setback. But like, or steal notes or things like that. But yeah, no one goes around assassinating rivals.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy was basically hit because he knows something, or he had something that they wanted.
Can I search the dead body for anything that was like found on the Warforged?
The Warforged body?
The first dead body of the old
the first
guy.
dead body? Yep. Give me a search check.
I mean, second pair of eyes never hurts.
16.
16. Doing a general search around, you also discover that he has a small pouch on his belt that contains 10 silver and 2 gold pieces.
Making it rain.
Sheila's nearby because she just looks down and she's like, "Oh, how did I miss that?" Oh, it's like berating herself a little bit, like, "Oh."
You also notice that he's also got a satchel that contains quills and inks.
Okay.
6 blank sheets of Karnathi paper, a wrapped apple, and a leather-bound journal that has mithril embroidery on the front of it.
Ooh.
I'd
like to open up that book and browse.
You open up the journal, and the pages are blank.
Oh,
the pages, however, have a weird kind of feel to them. They look like they should be paper, but it's kind of like grabbing a piece of paper and it's got like a waxy kind of film or something like that on it.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Did you want to try making a mark on the paper or anything?
Yeah, I would.
So you use the quill, you kind of dab a bit of ink on it, it just slides right off.
The ink slides right off.
Yep.
Okay.
Did he use one of the quills and the ink that the guy had on him? Or
Oh,
did he
that's
use
up to
his
you.
own?
I would use one of his.
Yep.
'Cause that-
It slides right off.
Okay.
I'm still going to, if Ethan doesn't, I'm going to make sure I nab some of that ink and the quills, just in case.
And the what?
And the,
The
quills,
quills.
Oh, the quills. Yep.
just in case. You never know, just in case. Also, are there
Well, don't
rocks
forget to
coming
mark
up?
it down. So that's what you're doing.
I'm paranoid about. I feel like a timer in my head. Like, where's the watch? Where's the watch? How much time do we have?
I'm giving you all a chance to do something before the watch arrives. That's what I'm doing.
Woo!
Malachi, have you got anything else you'd like to do?
I'm gonna search the Warforged.
Searching the Warforged.
Yeah.
Alrighty. In his possessions, they have a battle axe, a sling with 15 bullets, a traveling cloak, and a backpack.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
No identification.
No identification other than the fact that there is a Karnathi brand on the front of the Warforge's head.
Okay.
However, it appears to have been scratched as if they had scratched
tried-
at it to kind of remove the fact that they're Karnathi property anymore.
Okay. I'm taking the battle axe.
All right.
I'm going to ask, guys, do we want to stick around for the watch?
I
Should we
was
beat
thinking
feet?
we should.
I don't.
I
think
want
we
to.
should.
Nope.
Okay.
Can I hide the body?
Which one?
Yes.
Okay, so you've got the old man body, and now you've got the Warforged body.
I want to put him in the bushes.
In the bushes, which ones?
Oh, that's a great question. The one by the Everbright lanterns near the A,
Near A. All right.
in that corner between that little like planter box.
Yep. All right. That will take you a few minutes. You'll be running very close to the watch arriving.
Okay.
Once you finish this.
Can I help him?
Is anyone
just
helping
beat
or
it
what?
up? Yeah. Can I help him to make it go faster?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna help
yeah.
too.
Okay, everybody grab a limb.
She was like gonna start running, and then she turns around and sees everyone doing this, and she kind of just and then she goes to help. Like she didn't want to. Like nope, fine, and goes help.
All right. Wow. Okay. So, for shits and giggles, Ethan and Malachi give me a straight strength check.
9. I don't have any.
7.
bonuses. Oh no. Bryce, you were supposed to clutch.
I know. I think I pulled a hammy.
I think I pulled it. This rain is making everything hard to hold on to.
I think I tore my ACL.
Okay. Since this is no longer for shits and giggles, would Testa and Sheila please give me strength checks as well?
Oh dear. Oh no, it's not my strongest actually.
Hey, you're a ranger.
I got an. Oh, I got a not natural 20.
Okay, who are you helping?
All of them. The natural one, probably. but
All right. Brian, what did you get?
One.
Oh,
thought you saw that.
This is not going well. These
For
poor
the
bodies.
Keystone Cops.
Okay, I'm gonna make a call because honestly, I thought you were gonna get away from the watch, but with like, sweet Jesus. Okay, so basically, you start bringing the bodies over. It's taking a while. As you're kind of got them into the bush, you hear footsteps run and stop, and you hear a scruffy male dwarf voice suddenly yell out, "What the hell are you guys doing?" You turn around to see 3 watch guards with their crossbows all aimed at you.
I knew this was a bad idea.
We're not doing anything. We're just helping these people who fell asleep, and we're trying to put them in a safe spot.
Does he still look like the body too? Does he still look like the old man?
I wouldn't say no.
That's true.
He's still in the same form from the fight, isn't he? So
Yeah,
like the old man is carrying the body of the same old man, stuffing it into a limp.
It's his twin brother.
Can I use bluff?
He's in the disguise of the old man. Can I? I probably can't in front of them. Shoot, because like he's a professor. We can use his identity. Like you could say it was like an experiment or something because you're like a professor from this college.
I didn't find any identification on him.
If I try to show it to him, the watch will probably see me, won't they?
Maybe.
Very much. These guys are all trained at spot and search and essentially perception checks. They are the watch after all. This isn't Neverwinter where you can pay people off. You've basically caught the straightest guards here, and unfortunately, I just rolled a 25 on his spot check of what you guys are doing.
Is it possible to bluff my way out of this?
Well, let me put it this way. Anything is possible. Do you want to try?
I would love to try.
It'd have to be like a nat 20. Use an action point.
Do I have to call that out before I roll?
I think usually, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt this time.
Okay.
A player must decide whether to spend an action point before making any determination about success, failure, or the effect of a D20 roll.
Yep. You rolled
Even with my bonus, I got an 11.
So, real quick, technically under that description, you could roll, decide to use an action point as long as Seraphis hasn't told you whether or not you succeed.
Can I use more than one action point?
No.
I don't like you anymore.
Join the club.
Most people don't. I mean, I'm surprised any of you are here. So,
no, I will use an action point.
Yeah.
I got 15.
15. Okay.
Odds are not in our favor.
They really aren't. The sergeant, who now is identifying himself as the dwarf, is identifying himself as a Sergeant Dolam. He makes it pretty clear that he doesn't trust you, and that if you don't drop your weapons now, they're going to shoot and kill you all.
I'm sad,
I
but
don't have any
start
weapons
to...
in my hand, anyways. I'm gonna just kind of put them up.
I'll set my bow down.
I'll put my rapier away.
Fine. Drop the bow. Drop the sword. Drop the axe.
It's the Sinbad scene. Do. All the unloading of all the weapons.
Every time it's a sigh.
All right. As they hold you there. Oh wait, hold on. I can actually. Two more guards show up. They proceed to cuff you, and they are transporting you to the nearest guard watch station to be imprisoned. So,
Huzzah!
yeah.
I knew we should have run.
Good job, guys.
Ethan wanted to hide the bodies, so
I
Look,
didn't.
You can't just leave bodies out in the open.
I wanted to just like run away, but like I figured it would go. We might be successful if we all helped out. I was hoping that we would be like more successful. Hey, I rolled a 19. I did good that time.
Morgan Freeman says they were not successful.
All right. After about an hour of being in the cells, Dolan comes along and begrudgingly says, "You must have friends in high places." Unlocks the door and wheels over a cart with your weapons and belongings in it. He then turns and says, "Hurry up and get out of my sight."
Vamoose.
Yippee. Freedom.
You'll say it was a pleasure and head on.
Can I memorize the sergeant?
Now that's useful. That may come in handy.
I don't think we have enough time for that.
Given that, yes, you do not really have enough time for that, go ahead and give me a spot check.
There it is. 12?
That is not going to do it, unfortunately.
This game is rigged.
You can only really pull off a 50-50 mimicry of him
Okay.
if you try. So,
But I mean, should be close enough for like to pass off as a guard.
Yeah, it might be useful in a pinch. You never know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you leave the cells. My God, I'm going to complain about this afterwards. It's good.
That's the dice. It's not our fault. Other than the body
It was
bearing
the
part.
dice, I tell you, with the dice.
It really was, except for the bearing the body part.
That's not my fault. I'm just a guy.
You're the one that suggested it, so it is your fault.
Quit playing Splinter Cell.
All right, guys, come on, let's go.
All right, so now we're out.
Yeah.
As we, I'm gonna try and find a way that's like out of, so the guards aren't paying attention. But I share with them the information that I found about the dude's identity that I didn't get a chance to really show them earlier.
Yep.
Just in case that has any significance, like if anybody recognizes this or understands.
I think we should probably go to the place where the old guy worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If none of you like know anything I don't, then yeah, let's go to the college.
As you're discussing this, another individual comes up to you in the rain, presents you with a signet ring before, shows out his hand before showing a signet ring. The signet ring bears the emblem of, or the symbol of House Cannith, the Dragonmark House of the Mark of Making, and says, if you would know the truth of Bonnell Geldum's murder, go to the Broken Anvil Tavern at dawn.
What time is it?
I'd say it's late evening at the moment.
Mm-mm.
And you are currently, I believe you're currently around the Kelsa Spire. So it would be about 30-minute walk to get to the Mason's Tower.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm kind of hurting over here.
I want to go to
My
sleep.
1
I want to nap.
1 hit point.
Give me a knowledge history check. Everyone.
Oh, I got a nat 1.
17.
Hey. I did better. 8.
Okay. Anyone got over 10?
17.
Okay.
Carrying the team here, Malachi.
The
Them high
barbarian.
Got a 17.
I rolled a 16.
No, but it's just like
minus 1 8.
like 17. Anybody get anything? I got a 17. Oh, Malachi's carrying everybody. I got a 17.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
To be fair, Malachi was also like 1 point off from instantly downing the Warforged assassin as well. Seriously, you were 1 hit point off from just annihilating them in one go.
I almost rolled max damage. I was 2 points off max.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys know that the Broken Anvil is a tavern. It's got board there that you can grab a room that can hold up to 6 people for like 1 gold piece. So, you know, basically it's on the dead body, basically, if you wanted to go that route.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you're heading to the Broken Anvil then?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to
yeah.
sleep because it's evening and we're supposed to be somewhere at dawn. I don't know what I'm walking into. I want some rest before I potentially walk into something where sleep deprivation is an issue.
Yeah, might as well just go to the inn, see if we can get a room, and then we can be up first thing in the morning.
Yep. 100%.
All right.
Maybe they'll have good food.
So making your way across several of the terraces, you arrive at the Mason's Tower. You basically find the pathways that the Broken Anvil is kind of a known commodity in the local network. You're able to easily find it. Off to the left of the Broken Anvil, going down, there's also a market street as well. But yep, you're able to head inside. You also notice that the Broken Tavern is also bears the emblem of House Galander, which is the hospitality guild, basically. And as you enter, a halfling matron greets you all.
Woohoo.
Hello, miss.
Looking-
We'd like to get a couple of rooms, if we could.
Sure thing. What kind of quality would you be after?
How much can I get for 1 gold?
I mean, for yourself or for you and your group?
Party. For the party.
For the party. I mean, you can get a room of 6 beds if you wanted.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Up the stairs, room 206. So basically,
Thank you.
level 2,
And-
room 6. So yep.
And we'd also like to get some food. It's been a long evening. All right, let me phrase that. My friends would like to get some food. It's been a long evening.
Well, that's a bit more understandable. Wasn't aware the last time a Warforged had a meal, but sure.
You see a can of water oil.
Yeah. Right.
It's like a Bender from Futurama.
Right. And some WD-40.
Bender, tester. I see what you did there.
I just grabbed something.
So she explains that in the at the tavern they've got a Galanda feeding pot, basically. So you're able to either grab a free meal from the pot, or you can choose to spend 25 silver for a home cooked meal, whichever one you would prefer.
Pot.
I mean, pot will be
Free meal.
that pot will be fine.
Yep.
Can we take it to our room upstairs?
Yeah.
Woohoo! Grab a pot,
Yep.
take it upstairs. Do elves have the meditation thingy, or do they sleep still? Do they? I don't remember if the 4 hours in meditation counts as long rest is a 5e thing or not.
I have no idea what she's talking about either. So
I do. Hold on.
let's let elves sleep. That's
Okay. That's fine. I don't know the rules of this world.
I will say I feel like Corvair elves definitely sleep. I don't know about the Aranel ones, but I think the Corvair ones would definitely be more mortal in that regard.
Okay. All right.
Makes
So
sense to me.
we're probably not going to get.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on what time it is in the evening, we might not get like an 8-hour long rest, but I can at least get like a good 4 to 6 hour nap in probably. I still have the documents with me though, even though I shared the information with my party. Like I still have them on my person.
Yeah, you do get the benefits of a long rest, so you will recover any
Ooh.
expended spell slots, and you will heal up. So,
Woohoo.
all right. So what do you guys think was going on?
I think that he was studying something. I don't understand this area of expertise that he has, and I like regurgitate what I know about what his area of expertise is. But you said something about the pre such and such era. I don't remember.
The five nations. All right. Speaking out of character, the 5 nations of Galifar. Okay, king died, and he had 5 kids, and they were, it was supposed to be the oldest that would take over the kingdom. Instead, they all started fighting. Okay, so there was a big war, lasted for 100 years. Okay, and that was
the last war.
Right, and that was after Galifar had lasted for 900 years. Okay, so pre-Galifar history is over 1,000 years ago.
Nerd. Sorry.
Well, my thought process is a little bit out of character, but my thought process is if someone's studying that and then they're killed, maybe they came across either an uber power magical artifact that is basically not modern because it's pre-modern, like almost like like the crystals in the animated Atlantis movie, like something potentially actually really powerful, even though it's super old. Like that's just what I'm thinking. Or there's some sort of like secret that might be revealed. That's where my head's at. So
right.
Someone
why
might
would a Warforged be sent to kill him?
Well,
that's what I don't understand. We're
He
young.
could have just been programmed by someone.
I was gonna say the Warforged is obviously working for somebody.
Warforged are alive. They're not actual robots.
I don't know anything.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
But actually, I mean, bribery, compelling magic, I'm failing on words, but like there's ways to get people to do what you want, willing or unwilling. So just because it's Warforged aren't programmed doesn't mean that the Warforged wasn't necessarily working for someone. At least I feel strongly that he would be.
Oh, I know my people. Ever since we were granted our freedom, if we're working for someone, it's willingly.
Does that mean it's impossible to use magic to force a Warforged to do something?
No, it means I'm role playing, so go with it.
Oh. I don't know the rules of the world, so that could be a thing for all I know, if they're like immune to that.
I will give you a little bit of something. During the battle, the assassin, even though it went straight for trying to kill the changeling, because it thought it was the target had gotten up again, that they hadn't quite stuck the job, so to speak, it definitely had a stare down of Tester, as if it looked at you as if you were the enemy more so.
He was more angry with me than the guy he was sent to kill.
Yes. And I will phrase it this way. It was because of your company.
Oh.
Yeah. Hanging out with elves.
I mean, let's be honest. Even I'm a little bit upset over hanging out with elves. That's in like, I kind of think out loud and I'm like, I wonder if he's from Sire. Or I mean the Mornland.
Okay.
No idea what that is.
Sheila asked him to explain that in character.
So obviously my people are not alive in the way that you all are. Yeah, we're metal, we're wood. Yeah, we are alive in, I guess, what you would call spirit, if not body. And as you know, most of us were made by House Cannith, which was in Sire, or the Mornland. I keep forgetting to say that. But I've heard rumors that one of my people is trying to rise up and organize us. Claim the Mornland as our own. So I don't know if
he's from that faction, then that might be why he disliked you so much. Specifically, right. Why he disliked you hanging out with non-Warforged. Right,
and that's what I'm suspecting. I mean, I don't have any issues with you people.
I think we should definitely. What? Oh,
you people.
You people. Interesting. I don't want to rule out the idea that somebody else is sort of behind him and his behavior, but it's a thought. Can I, even if it's like a role, the person who offered us the signet ring said they were from house such and such, and the Warforged had a scratched out icon. Oh, I guess Sheila didn't see that. She doesn't know what house the Warforged came from, does she?
It's not a house, it's a kingdom.
Oh, okay. Basically, I was wondering, like, the relationship between those two. That, like, the house that is seeming to offer to help us in relation to the house to the college the guy was from in relation to.
Here's an easy way to think about it. The houses are like merchant guilds focusing on specific things. Hospitality, trade, travel, whatever. The kingdoms are, it's a kingdom.
Yeah. Okay.
So, in this case, the mark was of the kingdom of Karnath,
Yeah.
which was one of the factions in the Great War, which pretty much everybody bought Warforged as, extra troops. So,
Well, except for Karnath, they bought the least because they went with another route.
but everybody bought some,
Yes.
which is why this guy would have had a mark of Karnath,
Yeah.
or like a Karnath mark
Brand.
on his head,
Yes.
showing that they owned him. But now that he's free, he scratched it off.
Which would also coincide with your theory about where he's from, because someone with that mentality would be angry and try to.
So basically, think about it like this: the Warforgers essentially, so they're all constructs, okay, but
Mhm.
they've gained sentience so that they're all alive. They all have free will, and so essentially, they were all slaves. Okay,
Mhm.
because they were made and then sold to the different kingdoms.
I mean, they're the Geth without the hive mind.
Sure, I know that's a Mass Effect reference, but I can't go any farther than that.
They're
been a while.
Legion. They're Legion. They're Geth without the hive mind.
Sure,
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
And so so in this particular case, at the end of the war, they were all granted their freedom. Okay, so they're no longer owned by the kingdoms, and a lot of them went to this one kingdom that was literally destroyed. I don't think it's important for this session, but essentially it's magically polluted, but because they're constructs, they can survive, whereas normal living creatures don't, and so they've all been kind of massing in what's called the Mournland. And
It's the glowing sea.
yes, close enough. I don't know what that's from, but we'll go with it.
Fallout.
Got it.
Thank you, Seraphis.
And then there's one big Warforged that's kind of emerging as a warlord and
Lord of Blades.
right, attracting all of the other Warforged to him.
Well, it might be a bit early to know exactly the plot of what's going on, but these are just some of the things that I'm wondering about, because the mark is our main clue, and the fact that he's from this college is what's interesting. So, but I guess we'll just sleep, and I'll just sleep and wait until it's time.
All right.
Yeah, it might be the best plan. See what
Unless
this other
anyone
guy
has
offers up.
anything else they want to do.
Yes.
Flirting with the bartender.
Flirting with the bartender.
You're a thief, a rogue, not a bard.
It was supposed to be you, but someone misread that.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I've got half an hour to hour and a half before I may have to bounce.
Right. Yeah. Let's move, because we try to keep it under 2 hours anyways. All right, we go to sleep.
And then we wake up and we Snow White sing and animals. No, I'm just kidding.
How's that? I get tired of bringing Snow White. Come on.
All right. So it comes up in the morning. You head back down to the main area of the tavern, and you see before you there. I'll start again. You head down. You catch the halfling matron who tells you that my lady is waiting for you. Your guests have arrived, and she ushers you over towards a back corner. The human female in the dark blue cloak has delicate features, dark blue eyes, and sleek black hair bound with silvery and turquoise ornaments. She wears a signet ring of House Karnath on her right finger and speaks in a soft but clear voice. Thank you for coming. We have important business to discuss that relates to the unfortunate death of Bonnell Geldum. Please sit down.
Okay.
I sit.
We take a seat.
Is it a booth or a table?
Hmm?
Booth booth or table?
At her table is just her sitting. However, behind her, there is a sizable warforged bodyguard.
No, I mean, is it a booth or a table?
Is there what?
Is it
Booth.
a
Booth.
booth or a table that she's at?
So it's more of a table in the corner, but it's in
Okay.
like a
But there's like regular chairs.
yeah. There's chairs around it. Yeah.
That's why I didn't know.
Basically, we're not like trapped. One of us trapped in the booth seat, the other one has to get out before the first one can get out. Type scenario.
Yeah, no. You're all able to egress if you feel that way. Yeah. She introduces herself as Lady Eladrin Devon of House Carneth. If you want to make a knowledge, I believe, history or royalty check for me.
I don't have either of those on my skills, but I got a 16.
I got a
Malachi?
5.
I got. I guess it would be a 10.
I got a natural 20, which makes it a 19.
Well, I will give you that natural 20. So Malachi and Ethan, you both know that with Eladrin having the last name of Devon, she's a house cousin to House Carneth, which means that she's part of the family, but she's not a blood heir. And looking at her, you can see that she doesn't bear a dragon mark at all.
And you
What
said
a
Cannith,
loser.
right? So mark of making.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
Subtitle or subtext. House Cannith is the ones that made the Warforged.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna look at the Warforged and just say, so you decided to stay, huh?
He kind of gives you a
We need Ethan.
I'm
Is-
busy. Sorry, continue.
And it's like all of the Warforged got sentience, so they can kind of choose to go wherever. Is it uncommon for a Warforged to choose to stay in this faction, or are there like a bunch of them who've done it?
Oh no, there's many Warforged that stay that have remained in House Carneth.
Okay.
Either because they have an interest in crafting, or for one reason or another they have a tie to someone in the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not all right. Well, if we're all right with it, Sheila will go ahead and just ask her what's this about? What does she want to talk about?
Well, she goes on to say, I've been working with Provost Geldum to recover a family heirloom. We were to meet earlier tonight, but as you know, he never made it. I learnt from the watch what happened, what had transpired, and so sent one of my men to track you down. The heirloom, according to family legends, was locked away in a foundry that dates back to pre-Galifar Shan. Poor Barnell believed he discovered the location of the foundry in an ancient House Carneth journal. I was going to fund an expedition to go to the site, but without Barnell, her voice trails off and she leans close. Perhaps you would be willing to recover the heirloom for me for a generous reward, of course.
I have the journal that
Yeah, that's
you're
what I'm thinking
talking
too.
about.
But we aren't able to And I mean, on the one hand, I'm a little bit like, do we want to just go around admitting that to her? But on the other hand, if she's offering a reward, maybe she can help us out with whatever trade secret unlocks this journal.
So are you presenting her with the journal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
She extends her hand out. May I?
Yeah.
Yep. She takes the journal. As she turns it round, she runs her signet ring over the front of it. The threads glow with an arcane resonance. And as she opens it up, the pages begin filling with lines of text, borders of added notes and all this other stuff. And she begins flicking through until she arrives on a page. She begins studying it. And then from her coat, she pulls out a parchment and unwraps it into a map and begins studying it.
I'm oh, sorry, was someone?
No, I just said okay.
I do like to kind of maybe stand over the shoulder or lean over a little bit, and I'd like to watch the map and her movements. Like if she's doing kind of like a this over the map, I'd like to watch where she's hovering over, because as a ranger, I would be at least familiar with the area, I would think, or I might be. So I want to like pay attention to what map she's got, what area it is, and where she's maneuvering around.
As you do try to get closer, once you kind of hit her personal space, you just feel a metal hand suddenly grab your shoulder and start ushering you back from her. You've obviously gotten a little bit too close to her for her bodyguard's sake.
I didn't mean to. I like raise my hand, like, all right, look, if we're gonna go get this, we need to be as well informed as possible, and then without moving closer to her, but still like trying as best I can to actually look at the map and what
keep a decent 2 feet from her, and he'll just watch you rather than.
Yeah, I like get to that spot where he's not trying to like. I'm showing him that I'm playing nice.
Yep. After a bit of studying the map, the notes in the book, she goes, "The location of the Lost Foundry is deep within Dorashan Tower, 57 levels below the tower's present-day sewer system. I offer you 1,000 gold pieces of the goodwill of my house if you recover the heirloom and return it to me. Will you help me?"
I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like a good character, or want to be a good character. Is this just an heirloom, or is this an item of power? I don't mind helping you out, but I don't want to. I don't know you, and I don't want to deliver items of power unknowingly into bad hands, if you'll forgive me.
Dad, mute your mic.
Gotta love the cuties. She says along the lines of, "I'm not really at liberty to discuss the finer details of such a family heirloom. I will say, though, the heirloom we are looking for is a plate of adamantine with 7 that is in the shape of a 7-pointed star."
Can I use sense motive to see if she's like
That's where it is.
trying to like hide something or not?
That's exactly what I was gonna do. I was looking for insight check, and it's sense motive. You beat me to it, but yes.
Sure thing.
18.
Nice.
So she is 18. She is truthful, but there's something about what she's saying that maybe is not 100%. Like, for example, it definitely seems like she's doing this for House Cannith, and she is clearly an Ondarian noblewoman, which would imply Carnath East, I believe it is. However, she has... It might not be her faction of House Carnath that she's actually doing this for.
Okay.
And as she isn't actually a blood relation to the Dragonmark family and isn't a bearer of the Dragonmark, she might be working for one of the other factions of House Cannith.
So maybe she could have hired the Warforged.
She doesn't give off that kind of
vibe.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that she's doing something to undermine the family or gain power within or jump around or what have you, that kind of thing. And
Probably.
someone else in the house doesn't like it and sent the Warforged.
That would make sense.
Just thinking out loud. The $1 million question is like, would we agree to do it? I mean, I feel like it's a little bit sus, but
it's a one shot. We're gonna do it.
All right.
No, I don't really feel like it. I think I can go back home.
You know, I got places to be.
I said if I do weird things, tell me and call me back down. I'm a little bit sleepy too. I'm a little bit out of it.
On a normal game, I would totally play along with you. But right now, it's like, you know what? $1,000 seems nice to me.
Sure.
1,000 each, right?
Sure. I feel like maybe that was more of a paladin thing to do anyways.
Why don't you give me a diplomacy check?
Like for real?
You're gonna get paid 500 now instead.
Yeah,
Dang it! No.
Oh no.
For the record, I have a charisma of 6,
Okay.
but I still got a 12.
I mean, that's not terrible.
Right? No, exactly.
That's a 10. But math is right.
She says
No.
no.
12 after the penalty.
After, okay.
1,000 gold for all of you.
Oh,
For the group.
okay. I guess we can do
However,
that.
she
All right.
does present 4 coin pouches of 100 gold each for you up front if you take the mission.
So we get
Deposit.
600 on top of 400. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
You know what? I don't have anything else to do tonight.
Or this morning.
Actually, it's this morning.
Or morning. Whatever.
Jeez, know your game.
No, it's a baby. Okay.
All of the kiddos.
So, did you want to ask her any questions before wrapping this up?
Um,
Thank you.
I want to say like yes, all kinds of questions, and then the other part of me is like I'm tired and I'm mentally struggle busting, so I can't think of an exact question. At the moment.
I'm gonna like. What does the item look like again? Sorry.
There's a
So it's a plate of platinum. A plate
Adamantine.
of adamantine. Sorry, in the shape of a 7-pointed star.
Is that
All
like,
right, and you're sure that this is still? I mean, that you said it's what 50 levels below the city.
59.
50 tank levels, yeah.
Or 57.
Well, but how do you know it's still there?
Because it was never recovered.
Okay. Well, I don't know. You know what? Let's just go. Let's just go get this thing. I need some extra cash.
fair?
So basically, this is like getting the Ark of the Covenant. These are rumors are where it's less known to be.
All right, so we're doing this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
She tells you that once you leave here, I will have 3 of my guards accompany you or escort you down to the lowest levels past the sewers. From there, you'll be able to take the path to find and head into these ruins. Is that fair?
No,
Yep.
sounds fair.
All right.
We can definitely handle this. Thinks about the missing constantly against the worthless. Don't worry, we got this. We'll get that heirloom. We'll be back. We'll get you taken care of. Like
I wonder what
Vietnam
happened with that
stare
heirloom.
from the last battle.
As you head out, you find 3 seemingly human guards of house bearing the markings of House Kenneth. They are wearing masterwork armor. They really don't look like the kind of people that you really want to trifle with. So going along with them, you're feeling quite secure that you're probably going to be escorted down relatively safely.
Woohoo!
You make your way through a labyrinthine. Hold on, I've got a text for this, don't I? Yes. Leaving the broken anvil, 3 house guards of House Kenneth await. They escort you to the entrance of the sewers down into Dorshan Tower and through a network of labyrinthine tunnels until arriving at a strange blockage. A circular metal hatch set into the tunnel wall and engraved with arcane runes must be the sealed door that Eladrian told you about. In the middle of the hatch, a glowing circle of mithril depicts the same icon, although you didn't hear that because you didn't ask any follow-up questions about the map or thing, so just ignore that part. Glowing circle of mithril depicts the same icon on Donnell's journal, the one that lit up once she used her ring across it. The ancient symbol is of House Kenneth that predates the founding of the Kingdom of Galifar itself, a stylized anvil and hammer inside a circle. So you're in front of this hatch that's a kind of circular hatch. There are runes and engravings across it. There is, at its center, again, the stylized ancient symbol of House Kenneth, this anvil and hammer motif. What do you want to try and do? Yes, Corey?
I walk up to it and I say, friend in Elvish.
Thank you.
Is the door locked?
Like, are our guards, so when I...
Corey, take 2 points of psychic damage.
Oh. That's okay. That's how I feel right now. Because the ring unlocked the journal and because this is the same symbol, we don't have a signet ring. Are our guards with us or did they just drop them off?
We do have a signet ring.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Did I miss that part? I may have missed it.
Didn't we get it? Like, I could have sworn we got one.
Was it after we got out of jail?
Was she
No,
presented?
that wasn't. He didn't present you with the signet ring. He showed you his signet ring, showing you that he was a member of the house.
Okay.
Yeah, basically he went
Oh.
like this so that we could see it. He didn't, yeah.
Okay.
So we don't physically have one on us, and from the mechanics that we've witnessed thus far, the way to open this door is with that. And I guess I thought that someone in our entourage would help with that, but no, they just dropped us off in front of this door. Blockage.
Hey, contestant, give me a basic craft check.
A basic craft check.
Yep.
12.
You're kind of aware that House Karnath likes to use its symbols to open things.
Okay. So I'm gonna, if that's the case, I'm gonna go up and try and trace the hammer and anvil symbol.
Like on the as
Right,
it is
just
on the
over top of
over
it.
top.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Oh, so is the symbol like yay big? Like I
It's only about fist size.
Oh, okay. I had a totally different image in my head. I'm sorry. Can we? Is there like stuff around that we can either take a piece of paper and draw it, or make a construction of it? I don't know.
I do have paper and quills.
I'm gonna push on it.
Oh, the journal. Did she keep the journal, or do we have it?
No, she gave it back to you.
So the symbol is on the front of the journal, right? And it's like actually like enchanted because it reacted to her ring. Can we use that like a key card?
Yeah, can I
Is
take
that
the
what you're
journal
doing?
out?
I'll. It's worth a try. It's probably not going to hurt anything. If it'll let me
Ethan,
have
are
the.
you willing to pass it to her to try that? Yep. So you put it up to the seal the same seal that's on the hatch, and you hear these clicks and a magical glow from the hatch, and it parts apart and it opens up.
Yes, I did a smart thing.
Good job.
I did a smart person thing. Yee. Okay.
Here I thought you were really going to set off the acid trap. It was a 10-foot cone too, so like you all would have gotten hit.
I only thought it was to smash with the axe.
That would have set it off.
I would say I'm wondering if maybe that would have. Okay. Now, when it opens, is it just like dark tunnel? Can we see a certain ways down?
So you can see that. Cracky voice. So you can see that it kind of begins to go down, and a ways looking through, you can see that it then begins to have some sharp descents downward. Sharp descents downward. It
So I think
would be possible to say tie off a rope at the hatch to then ring it downwards to scale better, but I mean, all that's up to you. Otherwise, you can make climb checks. Either one.
I don't trust my dice one iota.
I'm going to do the rope.
Yeah, I have a higher used rope than I do climb.
Yeah, I actually have a used rope.
Same.
I'll use the rope.
Coward.
I get +2.
Yeah, I get +3.
Do any of you have a rope?
Isn't it in our list of things that we have?
I got
Standard
50 feet.
adventuring pack.
I don't have
Oh, I have a
Malachi
flask
has
of acid.
rope, so yeah, you'll be able to
rope.
descend down. So yeah, no worries.
I will hand it off to Ethan since he probably has the best used rope device.
Yeah, I have.
Go.
Because we don't really know how much we need, because we don't exactly know how far down it goes.
How much rope do you have?
50 feet.
I have 50 feet too.
So we have 100 feet. Is there anything around that's like secure enough to tie the rope to?
Yeah, the hatch is secure enough that you'd be able to use it as an anchoring point.
Okay.
Excellent.
So I'm gonna wrap the rope around and make a good knot around the hatch.
All right.
I have low light vision, which is not dark vision, but helpful. Should I go down first and try and like kind of scout-ish? I mean, I'd have to take some light with me if it's pure black, but
Does the shifter have dark vision? I can't remember.
I have low light.
Low light. Okay.
so either one of us.
Yep. So you guys decide which one's going first, and yeah.
I'm willing to let the ranger go first. She's probably a little bit sneakier than me.
I'll go first. It's I can be ranger. I hope. Probably, maybe. Where else did I roll? Oh, I got a 15 plus 3 is 18. I got an 18 to use rope.
So yep, and that will give everyone else a bonus to be able to descend. I will say, everyone just don't roll below a 7.
18.
Cool,
10.
awesome.
That was on a 3.
9.
All right, see, perfect. Everyone was.
Now
able
we're
to make
making
it.
our rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to descend down. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes progressing at a safe pace down the shafts. But you eventually get down to the lower area. And I will just share this into chat. And this is our new area, the Ruins of Dorashan.
Working on it.
No worries.
All right,
Hurry
and
up.
I take it we're on the A, the mark A.
We are starting once again on the A, yes.
All right. So first off, I mean, like, okay, so obviously we see a big cavern.
Yep.
Do we notice anything out of the ordinary?
So the large column that you can see towards the back, just in front of 3, that is a still intact column. The roofing here is about like 300 feet. No, not 300 feet. 100 feet or so. So there's a lot of 30s in this section. So it's about 100 feet high. The other sections, you can see they're long degraded ruins of like walls that were probably once part of buildings and such that used to be down here. That's what like the areas 1, 4, 2 kind of point to. So,
Is there when we descended, did we like have a lit torch with us, or is there a source of light?
down this low, there is no sources of light.
Okay, so I'm guessing between the 4 of us, I'm guessing somebody has a torch, and I can like.
Sun rods are basically glow sticks.
Yeah.
They last for 6 hours.
Okay.
So you can basically activate them and either hold
Okay.
on to them or
Yeah.
throw them out to provide some light.
Okay, because I imagine that I was kind of like, since I was the first one going down, and then I had this, and then I kind of like made sure all my allies came down. I ask them if they want me and or the changeling to like sneak around or clear out an area, or do we move it as a whole group?
I say
split the party.
I say we stick as a group, and let's Like, so were we told like what kind of area this symbol or this artifact would be found in?
Probably something that has something to do with House Cannith, given everything else.
All right, so I say we start looking for like anything like a forge or a craft shop or crafting shop. Yeah, any House Canis symbols. So we're at A.
You probably to like do like a queen sweep to like start in one direction and then kind of search around.
Yeah, let's go over to. I'd say we go over to B and check
Yeah.
out that building. What can
All
we
right.
find?
Before you do that, can you all give me a listen check, please?
I guess so.
Say there's creepy crawlies about. I just know it. Where's my listen skill? Oh, wait a minute.
18.
7.
10.
Where I lost listen in the list. Oh, there it is.
It's under the blanks of knowledge.
Yeah. Okay. 24.
Jeez.
Damn elves.
All right. So, Brian and Tori, as you begin to move, you begin hearing a scuttling noise. As you look over towards point 1, a dark carpet slides across the dusty floor and moves towards you. No, not a carpet. A mass of squirming, chittering, shiny black beetles that swarm towards you with hungry purpose.
Oh dear.
Can you give me initiative, please?
It's the
That would
scarabs
be a
from the
great
mummy.
time for Fireball.
Ah, love that movie. Oh my god.
12.
7.
9.
16. Now, when we first came down here, I was thinking to myself, the warmth of life has entered my tomb. Prepare yourself, mortal. That's what I was hearing in my head. It's a Diablo 1 reference.
It's been a while.
It's King Leoric when you enter level 3. Back when he was cool, thanks D3.
You know there is a Diablo module for 3rd edition, right?
I believe it. Because
There's a
Diablo is
whole-
awesome.
There's a whole campaign book for 2nd.
Remember when they used to do fun things like that? All right.
They did Minecraft monsters for 5e. And the minions.
Okay, so I got Tori for 16. Who was 12?
Me. Ethan.
Ethan.
Achoo. Achoo.
Who was 9?
Me.
Malako. Okay. All right. Tori, you go first.
Alrighty. So, I don't have like AoE stuff though. That's the problem. I don't have like spells or anything like that that I'm aware of. And we're not using a source of light that is actual fire. Well, can I throw my flask of acid? Will it like splash acid grenade? I want to do that and take out as many of the buggers as I can.
Right. Give me a range attack.
All right, ranged attack, which is just base plus dex.
Yep.
Okay, which Okay, yeah, same as the bow. And then I'll go ahead and spend an AP to get extra oomph on it.
Yep.
That's D6. I really want to roll well. Okay, so that plus 1, and then I roll the D6 and add that to it, right? Okay. 22.
Okay, roll your damage.
I rolled a 1 on my D6. What kind of damage die would this be for this flask of acid? I mean, my bow is a D8 and my sword is a D6.
Flask of acid is D6 acid damage.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 6 that time.
Nice. And then everything within 5 feet of where it hits takes 1 damage.
Okay. So my goal would basically be to aim for center front. So center of the mass in terms of from left to right, and then front of the mass in terms of everything coming behind it would have to go through the puddle.
Yep. So how much damage did you do?
6.
6? Cool. Okie dokie. Ethan. Oh, did you have anything else you wanted to do, Tori?
Nope.
Nope. All right, Ethan.
Would it be possible to like swipe with my rapier and just like try and attack some of the bugs?
I mean, you could try. Give me a knowledge nature check.
Knowledge. I'm just gonna say that that's a flat 12.
You know that swarms typically are unaffected by basic attacks like that, so it probably wouldn't do any damage.
I think I'm just gonna do what Tori did and throw my flask of acid.
All right.
And that's a D6.
Yep.
Do I need to roll to hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Just wait and eat.
Oh, I don't hit. I rolled a 2.
Darn.
Even with your dex?
My dex is extremely low for being a rogue. It's +1.
Wow. Okay.
So I got a 3.
Man, isn't it a shame when some sessions are like that, though, when the dice are just like shooting you in the foot the whole time?
Okay,
But they haven't been.
Well, I guess that's true. It feels like it. It feels like it.
Ethan, roll a d6.
4.
4? Okay. The swarm takes 2 points of damage regardless, because you threw it at least in the right area.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Somehow. I could have sworn I threw it behind me.
You like did that thing where you had it and you were gonna throw it, and then you did like the bartender swirl around the back up over your head move, and it still landed in the right spot somehow. You see the hand of fate come in and just nudge the trajectory path over a little bit, just
Oh, ouch. That was not good. So, Tori, very sorry, but they just scored a natural 20 attack on you.
Oh no! Oh, I'm like what's his name? Benny at the end.
But good news is that they can't crit, and I couldn't confirm the crit anyway, so you're just taking normal damage.
Woot.
Oh,
And that is a. And you're taking 2 points of damage from the swarm biting and scratching at you.
Yeah. I actually scream. I hate bugs. Even though I'm a ranger, I can still hate bugs.
oh, I'm thinking of Temple of Doom. That Temple. Yeah. Yeah, Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, what's her name?
He just watched all
Willie.
of those. Oh, is that the little kid?
No, that's Short Round. Willie's the singer.
The girl.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How she
okay.
hates bugs.
Why does it have to be snakes?
All
I'm just
right,
like,
Malachi.
why does it have to be scarabs?
I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't do anything to this thing. I have no area attacks.
I mean,
right.
could is there like a hold action? You know, let the wizard do AoE
Yeah, I'm
stuff.
going to hold.
Yeah. It's a
AoE stuff.
thought. It's what wizards do. And if you're playing 5e, everybody.
That's actually valid. Yeah.
All right, so just take a defensive stance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to go in defense.
If this is Final Fantasy X, he'd press the triangle button.
So
All right, Brian.
I
Let's
do
do
not
it.
have any area of effect spells. I'm just gonna magic missile it.
Oh,
Who made these characters, man?
Wizards of the Coast.
That explains everything.
know.
4 damage.
Okay, do you want to roll a percentile or do you want me to?
You want to roll it, Brian.
I have to find the
Now,
dice
do you
for
want to
it.
get high or low?
Ooh. I'm gonna go with
Because basically, what we're trying to determine is you're going to hit, but are you going to hit the swarm as a whole, or are you only going to give them a half hit? Because they are a swarm.
let's go with low.
All right.
Red die is the 10s. And 92.
You should have taken my roll. I roll 47. All right, so you only do half damage to them. So how much damage?
So
did
2
you do?
points.
2 points? All right. Okay, next round. And Tori, you're up.
All right, so I'm covered in scarabs.
Yep.
Is the majority of the swarm over the acid pools?
No, they've moved onto you.
So, like, the whole swarm is on me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well,
Would you
screw
like to
it.
use your action to get out of that?
I am, well, I mean, they're not, like, grappling me, are they? They're tiny.
Well, no, but they are occupying the same space as you because they are diminutive creatures.
Well, seeing that where I'm at health-wise and the fact that I just happen to know that I'm not going to last much longer IRL, I want to keep them on me, and I want to run over, and I want to stop, drop, and roll all through the acid pools.
Okay, give me a tumble check.
I'm hoping to either squish a bunch of them by just being a giant human or elven rolling pin, and or swoosh them up in acid even if I take a little bit of hurt in the process. It's a dex, so I got a 17.
Yeah.
Well, someone's unhappy.
Give me a d6 roll.
Okay. I got a 5.
Yep.
And probably too late to add an AP to that, but Yeah.
Well, you are successful in doing a stop, drop, and roll through the acid. You crush the majority of the swarm, and what's left scatters off you and disappears in all directions.
Now, I imagine, even though they took the brunt of it, I probably got a little bit of acid on me.
I'm going to be generous and not give you any acid damage.
Aw, you're too kind.
Quick question.
Keep in mind, I still gave you the 2 points of
2
psychic
points.
damage.
I was going to say, I'm missing 4 total, actually.
How flammable is acid?
That was going to be my next move if the stop, drop, and roll didn't work.
That was gonna be my next move if the stop, drop, and roll didn't work.
You know, I have 2 other games that are missing player spots. Like, you can come join our games because it's like wild how much we keep going to the same spot.
All right. Well, since we're having to wrap up, did you want to end it here?
Yeah, give us a little bit of an outro, and we'll, if everybody's up for it, we can meet again for the second half.
Second half is going to be very short.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Short at all.
I am okay with that.
Who knows, quite frankly.
All right. Well, give us an outro, and we'll go and rescue babies and help with movings and all that kind of stuff.
After defeating the swarm of beetles, you look around at the cavern now being lit up by your sun rods, and seeing the ruins ahead of you, you decide to take up a kind of defensive position around. So from point A to the right of point A.
Okay.
So we haven't really moved.
So you've dealt with that, and now you've come over to the right near the compass.
Okay.
So
so we're kind of hiding in this little
we've
Yeah.
camped
crevice.
out.
Got it.
where you can use heal checks to tend to any acid damage or migraines
psychic.
that people might be suffering.
Get some Aleve.
Yes.
All right. Well, we will schedule and figure this all out.
All
So, anyways, folks, thanks for hanging out with us. Unfortunately, there are some pressures that I am going to have to rush us out of here. Everybody, thanks for playing. Real quick, Seraphis, Tori, they do have channels. Go ahead, and if you are new here, go ahead and go subscribe to them. But otherwise, we got to bounce. So we're going to go. Thanks, everyone. Bye.